Hello, Spirit Message Monday, out in the forest once again. I'm just watching Monica eating grass. So the message that Spirit wants to come through or be offered today is of the elements of Earth. I work with mainly 4 that offer me information or wisdom about myself or a client or a situation. And so it's kind of like the 4 directions. So east, south, west, and north. And each of those directions has an element associated with it for me and what I've learned and what Spirit has offered to me. And so this may be a 4-part series because today they want to, they're pointing to the west. And so they want me to check in with the element of water to offer this message. So I'm just going to set the intention that the images, the information, the guidance, the wisdom from the element of water is in relation to anyone who is watching this video, who watches it, who takes it in. This is a caring message from the element of water for you. So I see in my mind's eye ocean, water with land kind of not too far away, but like the perspective that I'm at is right at the level of where the water surface is. And so it's like there's a bit of water dancing. I don't know if it's wind or just currents or what, but it's sunny, tight, and I'm right at that level of the water's surface. So I can't see under the water right now. I can tell that it's there and it's kind of like darker, but I'm at the water surface and everything looks like good. It looks like good weather. It's not too stormy. It's not like super calm. There's just this, the water's surface is dancing and the sun is out, and it actually looks like some of the landscape that I used to kayak near on the east coast of Canada near Halifax, where there's these massive rocky islands with very little vegetation. There's a little bit of vegetation, but not much, that gets like kind of slammed by storms often because it's open like Atlantic Ocean. So that's the landscape that I see in the background. And again, I'm still at this level, the surface level. And now they want us to dive under and see what's underneath. And I see like fish swimming by. The essence of an octopus is nearby. There's just lots of life. There's lots of like they're just saying the word even like normal. It's normal what is under there. It's dark, but it's full of life. Tahit. And now they're coming back up, and there's a gull, like a seagull, and maybe an eagle flying by. There's lots of life above. Tahit. They're suggesting what is above is also below. And now they're guiding me towards explaining a little bit about what the water element also means to me when I see things with respect to the water. It's about heat, like our journey home to ourselves. And there's an animal that I use in association with water is usually the salmon, and how salmon are born upstream in a river, and then they go out in their life and they go to the ocean and they have a great time, and then eventually they come right back all the way up to the exact place that they were born so they can start all over again. And so it's kind of the same for us, like, and they're pointing to the heart space, is that our journey is to be born, is to go and have an amazing life, and to come, and our journey, the journey for us is to come home to our heart, is to come home to ourselves and to our most authentic, expansive version of self. And so that is usually the element of the water, the message. And they're saying, not exactly today, because it's for a lot of people instead of just one, or for myself. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, like, what is the message then with this? Of what is above is as below, and like is there a stream or connection piece to coming home to self. They're suggesting that this is, it's all here, it's all, like the word natural comes in. It makes me think of, one of my friends posted a video this last weekend about the abundance in nature and how it's just always there. And like, we can tap into that too. We are also abundant, that kind of thing. Like, it's very natural to be here, to be alive, to be in nature, to be, breathing and exchanging, and participating in information and connections and like, tai. So their message then about coming back home to yourself, they're pulling us into this water aspect vision again. It's just like, just be in the water. There's life above, there's life below, like in the light and in the dark. There's life in both, and there's just like, a sense of being just buoyant. Being alive means you're buoyant. Being alive means you're breathing. Being alive means you're here in this, and as I'm speaking, my heart space is like, doing some, it's very intense feelings of like, as you're floating, as you're here, as you're breathing in this water surface, getting, pulled around with the currents and like the energies of the universe, the energies of your community and your family and yourself and whatever, you're kind of getting pulled along in the energies of what is happening to you and around you. And you can swim. There's a sense of like, you can tread water, you can float, you can swim. There's all sorts of ways to be here. And now I'm seeing the word balance. And so the balance of the light above and the darkness below, and the balance of how much effort and action, like intentional, intuitive action that you put forward into this world is up to you. And there, I see the word choice. And so you have a choice about, if you're swimming really hard to make things happen, you might be swimming against the current and it's going to feel really crappy, like you're not getting anywhere. If you're floating all the time and you kind of like, woo, and you're like, how did I get here? There's like all sorts of balance that can take place. Like, how are you, in this vision of this water, how are you acting? What choices are you making within this this vision of this water landscape? And I feel like the word balance comes up again. Like, my own choices of late have been somewhat balanced, but not entirely. So there's a bit more coming for sure. And I think this is, like, in my frame of mind anyway, this is my lifelong lesson, is to continuously make choices to create balance and healing. And so that is what Spirit's message is to become aware of, to witness your own action and your own choices in this life that you are in this world that we are floating in. And there's life in it all. There's life above, there's life below, and even as storms come in, it like washes things clear, and then the calm comes once again. Like, even life is balanced in and of itself. It's abundant, but it's also quite balanced. The seasons are balanced. The calmness and the storms are balanced. It's all they're just saying thank you. Like, it's all just part of life. And so our ability to make choices within how we're living helps create balance within ourselves as well. So kind of a bit more of an esoteric message today, but hopefully somewhat tangible in terms of putting into place the recognition of your choices and how you're floating in this world. So it could be helpful for you even to like close your eyes if you have time, or maybe later just before bed, and close your eyes and just bring up, like, ask for the element of water to come to you and to show you how it is that you are making choices in this life, floating in this world. And notice whether you feel like you're treading water and trying to stay afloat, whether you're like sinking, whether you're swimming really hard with the current, with it, like against the current, like if there's a boat, like anything is possible. So it could be interesting to receive wisdom from that element in honor of you and your situation, and to help you become more aware of what's happening for you and how you could potentially make different choices to be more balanced within your life, within this world. So, ta-ta-hi, ta-ta-hi. That is the message. I wish I could like turn the camera, because Wanaka, my dog, has been sitting here just perfectly perched, sitting here, resting, breathing, listening to the wind and the birds this whole time. So great. Anyways, okay. Perhaps we will explore another element next week. Perhaps not. I usually just let spirit choose. So we'll see. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.